Okay, hello ladies and gentlemen, Forrest Wolba here. Welcome to probably the most impromptu live stream you'll ever see. Because I literally just woke up, and I happen to wake up at a good time. Because the Nintendo Direct is coming out here in a few minutes to see what we got going on there. Let me go ahead and turn off my heater. That way you guys can hear me a hell of a lot better. Alright, so, yeah, the Nintendo Direct is coming out in a few minutes. It's going to be coming out shortly. In about 4 minutes. So, I'm curious to see, even if it's going to be a bit underwhelming, like some people think it's going to be, I am kind of curious still to see what games they're going to talk about. Of course, they have gone on the record to say that this will not be talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. But then again, to be fair, we're almost a few days away from that. So, all right. But maybe they'll talk about some games that are gonna be on the Switch and the Switch 2. Maybe. Either way, I'm curious. Like I said, I'm curious to hear what they're gonna say and what they're gonna talk about. It's gonna be an interesting, probably gonna be a very interesting direct, and we're all just like putting it on the back burner prematurely. Maybe we'll see, because at this point, uh, with how Nintendo's doing their directs recently, some of them have been okay at worst, and some of them have been really good. Others have been okay at the very least. Like where it's not good, but it's not bad really. Because there have been times where I've watched these directs and what in some games that people would be like, this ain't for me. I'm like, I might give this a shot. I might give this a chance. But then I completely forget about it later. Because my memory can sometimes be bad, especially when I'm fucking tired or waking up in the morning. Waking up too early enough in the morning. Alright, but anyway, let's see what time is it now. It's got 2 more minutes. Um, so, yeah, my thoughts are, I'm just curious to see what they're gonna say, what they're gonna show us. People are already expecting maybe some more about Metroid Prime, which I can see. I can definitely see that. Who knows? We might get more information on that Mario Kart, that new Mario Kart. Yeah, they did say that I can talk about the Nintendo Switch 2, but they didn't say anything about not talking about anything that's coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. You know, I'm being technical here. I'm being very technical here with what they said, but we'll see what happens. Either way, I'm hoping that we're gonna get some good games because that's what we came here to. That's what we came for. See, sorry, I was trying to get my glasses. We all came here for one good reason, to see some damn good games. That's literally it. Will this Nintendo Direct deliver or will it falter? Well, only one way to find out. We have to actually watch the damn thing. Alright. Alright, with that, so any moment now it's going to start, and we're going to watch this thing. I'll be very curious. Oh, here we go. Alright, it's starting. Damn near perfect if I do say so. Damn near perfect timing for me if I do say so myself. Alright, let's see what this direct has in store for us. It's passed down through the ages. Oh, isn't this the Dragon Age remaster that they've been doing? Two tales of brave heroes begin anew. Is this that new Dragon Age that they were hyping up some time ago? Now they said I did say I wanted to try this series out, but I never did. Or is it a new game altogether? Because at first it looked Dragon Age to me, but now not really. Dragon Age. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake coming later this year. By Square Enix.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Alright.
Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd.
Yeah, we already knew that.
For that as well.
Depends on what time I get up that day.
Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix. Another character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information in the future.
Alright.
Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Escape from dire straits.
This isn't Lethal Company, is it? Just the way that one thing looks, and I'm instantly thinking Lethal Company. Even though I've seen bits and pieces of that game, so I don't exactly know much about it because I've never been able to play it because I don't have the necessary games to do it. No sleep for Kanade. Come on, Kaname.
You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Ida, embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts. Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth.
Oh look, an Among Us minigame that I just seen.
To rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system July 25th.
Alright. Not bad.
Unleash the supernatural.
Detective and Devil Summoner.
A classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay. Set in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But, unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon. Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be used.
So basically it's got some kind of Pokemon mechanic with some other things mixed in. Okay.
Guide Raido through a series of strange incidents as he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Raido Remastered: The Mystery of the Soulless Army launches on Nintendo Switch June 19th.
Okay.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Alright.
Consume darkness. With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world. Where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck. But who is this spherical stranger? More than a mysterious, maze-like world, Your battle for survival begins. As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before.
Oh, they had to take a page from. They had to do that with Pac-Man. Come on. That's clearly a Pac-Man reference. Come on, man. Oh, I gotta give them credit for that. So, come on.
You'll collect resources that can then be used to enhance your abilities. Work to uncover Puck's true goal and devour enemies to survive this cruel world.
Holy shit, that's kind of.
Twist on the iconic
That's
Pac-Man
terrifying.
Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch July.
The way the thing just grew so big and it's eating something whole. That's actually kind of terrifying.
The rhythmic march begins.
Okay.
Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle. Play your drum to the beat and give different commands to the Patapon army. For example, Pata Pata Patapon advances them forward. While Pon Pon Patapon has them attack. And if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power. From the horse-riding Kibapon to the shield-savvy Tatepon, build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes. Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum. Leave the Patapons and march forth when Patapon 1+2 Replay launches on Nintendo Switch July 11th.
Probably not my cup of tea, but hey, if you guys like it, there you go.
Welcome to Zephyr-Town, a cozy place nestled in a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins.
Really? Story of Seasons, Grand Bazaar. Alright.
First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this immersive farming and life sim has no shortage of activities to get up to. You must be the new farmer. Tend to your farm while growing crops and caring for animals. Then sell your produce and other wares at the town's weekly bazaar.
So basically, you're being like a literal farmer. Okay.
Former splendor. You can also get to know the locals.
I'd like to spend more time with you.
And maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special someone.
You know it's a literal real life sim when you have the option to get married with somebody.
Can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
Yeah, like I've seen many a real life sim. The most notable one obviously being The Sims, with a number of others. But yeah, this is actually I don't know if I'd be interested in this kind of thing because it is a farming sim. And I'm not usually one for farming simulators, but yeah.
Look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series. Next, please take a look at this.
Alright. What are we looking at? Ah, here's the Metroid Prime. Everybody was expecting this. I just didn't think it would happen so soon. Considering how, wrong side here. Yeah, we're already 10 minutes into this and they're already talking about this.
Here, Samus finds a burning jungle with a colossal tree in its center. In order to survive and escape this planet, that she was unexpectedly transported to. Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward. She's not alone, though. Hordes, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
Yes, because they're so happy to see Samus Aran. They will attack her for her invading their territory. Well, in their eyes, she'd be invading. She's invading their territory. But yeah.
As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities. These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind.
Huh.
But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
We welcome you.
And what will be her fate after being summoned to Buros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
Metroid Prime 4 view. That's coming later this year. So they still don't have a release date, so that's kind of concerning. Because we don't know if it's gonna. Because at this point, we don't know if it'll be coming out this year or possibly even early next year. At that.
It looks like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities. Okay, let's move on to some more heavy ones. Ready to stir up some mischief?
Is this the one I think it is?
Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe.
Okay, not what I thought it was. Alright.
The Cursed Cafe. You'll craft concoctions for Disney villains and get to know them in a new light.
Yeah, wait, why Disney villains though? Why not heroes alongside the villains?
Them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients
Oh.
to produce some wicked creations.
Yes, because we need help from somebody with who has a henchman that mistakenly thought poison, what, like the extract of llama extract was poison.
Disney villains Cursed Cafe.
Yes, we definitely need help from her. Also, probably not gonna get that one.
Summon a spellbinding adventure.
Some witches and wizards like stuff it looks like here.
Witchbrook College, where students strive to master magic art. During class, use magic circles to perform rituals. Fly on brooms. And learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes. Take on various jobs to help pay for tuition. Or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items. Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together in online co-op. Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding journey? Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Ah, so near the end of the year. Okay. That's one of the latest one we've gotten so far.
Action, adventure, and arcade games await. Set off on fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts, then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds? Find out when the Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
That's two.
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a
Ah.
arcade shoot-'em-up games from across
All
the
right.
series. Titles include Gradius, Salamander, Light Force, Gradius 2, Gradius 3, and Salamander 2. Some titles come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years.
Huh.
Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
Ooh. Oh, so for the fans of that series, they got something to look forward to there.
August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo.
Just not right now. Okay.
Battle to the beat in Rift of the Necrodancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence going with epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remix stages, and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC. And be on the lookout for more DLC in the future. Rift of the Necrodancer launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Oh, finally, something for later today, and that's not a
Let's see
like a pre-order. Oh, what is this game?
Tamagotchi Plaza.
Oh yeah, Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi Connection series.
Tamagotchi. Huh.
Or stores.
I've heard of this series, but I've never really been into it before.
At the eyewear shop. Polish pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist. And arrange plates at the afternoon tea shop. 12 wonderful stores need your help. Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before. With over 100 new and classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to be booming. Get ready to set up shop when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
Wait, what? Oh, is this the... Okay, I did not expect this. I did not expect this to be talked about here. Because they talked about it in the Pokemon Direct not too long ago.
A new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games.
Yep, I remember those games.
To make it
Man, it feels like yesterday when those games first came out, you know?
a company named Quasartico
I very much enjoyed those. I know it's not everybody's cup of like a number of Pokemon games, it's not everybody's cup of tea. But I very much enjoyed it. As a matter of fact, I wanted it so much that I remember when I was trading games in a GameStop forum, I actually had enough to get both versions of the game. And so I did. The only time I've ever bought 2 copies of the game for myself. The only other time I bought 2 copies of the same game was Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, because I bought a copy for myself, and then I bought another copy. I bought Violet for myself, and then I bought Scarlet for my nephew for Christmas. To my knowledge, he hasn't played it. He hasn't played the Switch that much yet, even though that didn't cost like $20. But whatever. Anyway, we're moving on from that. We're talking about the game here, that's being talked about right now.
When night falls,
Oh.
the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament. The CA Royale.
Oh.
Trainers await in battle.
Oh, please tell me it's not gonna be like a motherfucking Battle Royale bullshit. Cause I really hate Battle Royale games, to be honest.
If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle.
What? Well, no shit. Well, no shit. Of course they're gonna challenge us. They've been doing that from the very beginning. So what do you mean?
Using a super effective move at the right moment is key.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, this is bringing in a new layer of strategy alongside with Mega Evolution. Yeah, it's bringing in a bit of a strategy. It basically will really be like the anime. Really. Considering how you can't do some of the things that the anime does before, so it's like you couldn't tell your Pokemon to use Dig as the attack was coming. Now you can. So it's kind of feeling like the anime now with this game.
It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on your adventure? Pokemon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
Alright. So, second half.
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the
Yeah, second half of the second half.
seems there are even more
Probably, but not exactly holiday season.
more information in
It'll probably come out in November, like October, November, like they have been doing before. What else we got?
Hello there.
Hello.
The game you're about to see
Alright.
doesn't have a big epic story,
I'll be the judge of that.
but what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games.
What is it? WarioWare?
You want to see?
Yeah. Why not?
Just press the button to jump through the ring.
Okay, definitely not WarioWare, but okay. Ow.
It sounds easy,
But the timing is super tricky.
I'm pretty sure it is.
maybe you could try it in time for rhythm.
We shall see. Ah. You see, it's all about rhythm. It's always about the rhythm of the game, isn't it?
Almost anything, but you need to do it in rhythm. Instead, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series.
Oh, Rhythm Heaven. I also forgot. I sometimes forget that those games exist because you don't hear much from them that much. And that's the latest one coming next year.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series.
They already hyping up games that's coming out next year.
Now Japanese musicians.
But okay then.
What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? Well, we hope you're looking forward to it. Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system. Please take a look.
What digital games?
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system
Yeah.
and a Legend of Zelda game in this one.
Well, yeah.
Freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want.
Yeah.
But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the virtual game card.
What?
In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
What? They're just now coming up with it.
It will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card.
Classic Nintendo, they come up with a good idea far later than they should have.
Digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
Loading on a second system.
If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second. Now you can play this game on the second system just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems.
So up to 9 games,
Location on
alright.
your second system is required, but only the first time.
Ah, okay. Lending to family group
You
members.
also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members.
Ah, okay, so I can do that with my niece and nephew.
Via
Alright.
mobile wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to.
Okay, that's actually pretty neat. I have to let my niece and nephew know about that.
And you're done.
'Cause they might be happy about that. 'Cause then they could play a game that they wanted to play without having to download it.
Out for 2 weeks.
Well, you know what I mean.
They will automatically return to you.
Okay,
Digital games,
that's simple enough. Alright. But they wait until near the end of the Switch's life cycle to do that?
The virtual game card feature lets
Like,
you
I'm pretty
select
sure
games
Switch
from
will still be,
systems,
um,
as well as
I'm pretty sure the Switch will still be supported for some time to come
this feature
with the Nintendo Switch 2, but still.
update in late April.
Hmm.
Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
What do we got? Oh, that game! Hey! High on Life from Squanch Games, coming May 6th, 2025. Deer Village, Star Overdrive. Available April 10th, 2025. Pre-orders available now. Well, later today, either way. The Wandering Village, available July 17th. Glow Maid, King of Meat, available later this year. Luz Lagoon, coming summer 2025. Fantasy Life 1, The Girl Who Steals Time, available May 21st.
Uncover history once more.
Hmm.
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing onto Nintendo Switch. Meet Gustav, the Royal Heir, and Will the Explorer. Two heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across generations in this epic RPG. Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale. Plus, team up with more characters in battle. And transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system. After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Okay, that's 2 games coming out later today.
Monumental adventures await.
Okay, I've heard of this game.
Peaceful journeys
I
across
feel like I've heard of this game, but but at the same time, I never did.
symmetric worlds, filled with
I haven't.
stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness, while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people.
Hmm.
A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood, as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first 2 Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. And help Noor on her journey to restore the world's life in Monument Valley 3.
Ah.
On sale on Nintendo Switch this summer.
So it'll be June, July, or August. I was gonna say June, July, or August, but then we got. Oh, it's an anime golfing game. Okay.
A brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch. Aim. Time your button press just right. And take your shot. Perform backspins, side spins, and other special shots. In the single-player challenge mode, compete in tournaments and face off against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer. In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course. Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally or in online play. So just relax and get ready to tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
Just not sure when. Ooh.
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15, including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the challenge. From close quarters combatants to aerial aces, you can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your team of 2 at any time. Take advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play.
Oh, that's cool.
The battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
This holiday.
Sorry about that. Family member. We're moving on. Oh. Wait, when is it coming out?
Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday. That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement. Please take a look.
It's better be good. Because if it's the last game announcement, then it better be good. Oh, is this? What is this?
So refreshing.
Oh, what was that one game? Is this a Tomodachi? Because it looks like it's going to be a Tomodachi type of game. Yep, there it is. Tomodachi Life, living the dream. Coming next year. Of course it's coming next year. Why would any of their games usually come out this year? What the f...
Did you want to talk?
That was...
That was only a dream.
And then she looks right behind, look at the camera as they say that. That's funny. That just caught me off guard, if I'm being honest.
In the trailer, we saw 8 characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have? We hope you're looking forward to it.
Going from
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far. Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game. Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Oh, what is it? Because the last time they introduced something that's not a game, it was Nintendo music.
Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you.
Okay, why do you guys gotta keep using that? That you know that that joke was kind of funny at first, but now not really.
Also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today, which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day.
Huh.
After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today. Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out. That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Okay, let's talk about this. Alright, let's talk about this. I will admit, it was a little underwhelming. There were a few games that I was interested about. But overall it was a bit underwhelming for me. Yeah, we expected more from the Nintendo Metroid Prime game than the new one coming out. We expected that. Of course, they were going to be talking about other games that were outside of that, of course. But it just felt a little bit underwhelming. Yeah, we got, like I said, yeah, we got new information about Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Yes, we got a bit more information about Pokemon Legends ZA, which wasn't in the Pokemon Direct. And there were a few games that did kind of catch my eye, but not a whole lot of them. So yeah, it did feel a bit underwhelming this time. I swear, they have a knack of doing that. They have a knack of giving us a bit underwhelming. Like they give us the good ones every so often, but they sometimes are a bit underwhelming or lackluster. Like we expected more from it. Because like people have been asking, God knows how many times, for so long they've been asking for, one thing that I've noticed they've been asking for a lot of is like the Pokemon, the mainline Pokemon games on Nintendo Switch Online. I still think they're gonna do. Anyway, one part, yeah, I don't hear it out there in the background, but anyway, yeah, and so many people have been wanting the mainline Pokemon games, and I keep thinking, well, they're not gonna give it to us right away because they know how big the Pokemon game series is. Like the most excited that I've seen people get when it comes to the Pokemon games, when it on Nintendo Switch Online was for sure the Pokemon Stadium games because a number of us grew up with those games. But if you really want the fans to get really fucking ecstatic, you gotta give us the mainline games. We're talking Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, or Green for the Japanese players. Maybe you could bring the Pokemon Green game over to the U.S. Maybe not. No. Which kind of ironic that I say that because if you guys remember, we never got Green. Japan got Pokemon Red and Green. Then we got Red and Blue, and then they, for whatever reason, got Pokemon Blue as a Japanese version. While we never got Pokemon Green to go along with that. But we did get Pokemon Yellow, so that's Gen 1. Gen 2 is Gold, Silver, Crystal, and Gen 3 was Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Um, my personal opinion on, my personal thought on that is that they're not going to do it. Not right now, anyway. They'll probably do it in the distant future. Because they know how many people want to get it, but one, there's actually a number of them that they could, the only one that they could do right now, if they don't bring the GameCube to Nintendo Switch Online through the Nintendo Switch 2, because I'm pretty sure they probably would do it for that, would be the Pokemon Pinball games. Because they had Pokemon Pinball and then Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire on the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. Well, the Game Boy Color for the first one, and Game Boy Advance for the second one. So, yeah, there's that to think about. So yeah, a bit underwhelming this one. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. It was a bit underwhelming. It definitely could have been so much better. Um, but yeah, my honest thoughts on it. Uh, I'll give it middle. I'll give it the mid rate of 5 out of 10. Like they were, like I said, some games interested me, other games didn't, and it just felt like they wanted to get through this as fast as possible. They didn't really give us anything. They didn't seem excited about most of the games. They were just like, here are the games. There you go. This is what you get. Don't complain at us about it. But we're going to, because here recently the Nintendo Direct has been less about giving us more information. I think like giving us things to be really excited about, and instead they just make it seem like they just want to get the shit over with, which is not the best thing to do about it. Because when they do something like that, it makes us feel like they there's nothing here. Like they just want to get this shit out so we can move on with their day. Like they don't want to get us excited about anything. They just want to show us these games. There are a few key games that they want to tell us about, but otherwise, no, not at all. So yeah, I think that it's a 5 out of 10 for me on this one. Not the best, not the worst. I've seen worse directs than this. But yeah, I already can tell people are gonna be on Twitter and YouTube talking about it in a negative light. I already expect that to happen. But yeah, the Nintendo Direct, not a good one this time. Not too good of a, not much of a good one this one. We'll see how they do on the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct when that comes out on April 2nd. But for right now, that's my thoughts on this Direct. Not good, not bad either. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I don't know what I'll be doing later tonight. I'll probably do a reading live stream, maybe. We'll see what happens by the time I get home from work, because I do have to work today. But yeah. But yeah, with that said, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And until next time, this is Forrest Walpole, signing off.